One of the things where we say people dey always dey eager when it comes to this social media space to listen to when it regarding politics. Now, how a man like this, Peter Obi, we don't build name for himself, build businesses, and they engage, turn to politician. Many people don't ask that question, and people don't give how it used happen. Even Peter Obi himself don't talk the story of how it used happen. But we never dey satisfy how Peter Obi become a politician. So because of that, we can't go send one of our brother to go interview a man wey say na him be the person wey single-handedly make Peter Obi wetin Peter Obi be today. But Peter Obi forget am. Those of us never watch am, make it deeper.
If he can be godly and if he can be godly enough to say the truth. Peter Obi, my family lives in UK. I don't live in UK. I visit. Peter Obi and his family lives about 4 or 5 blocks away from where my family lives. Peter has never done politics before. But what we normally do is that whenever I come from Nigeria, or if Peter goes to Nigeria, we discuss Nigerian politics together. So at a time, he asked me, who do we want to put as governor? I told him we're going to put Annie Okonkwo, Aguna Echemba Ojoto. That we are tired of this, so many educated people, they have been failing us.
Yeah.
Peter Obi's reply was that Annie Okonkwo is not a trader. He's an opportunist that sold soap and made money. Then I asked him, can you give us an alternative? He said he has got nobody to give. I came to his house about 8. I was with him till 5 in the morning. So at the time I said, since we cannot get anybody, why don't you run? He calls me His Excellency because of my presidential bid.
Yeah.
So His Excellency, no, I've never done politics. I don't know where to start. I said, I'll give you a platform. He said, how? I said, I'll give you a platform. I was the leader of AMPP. George Mogalo was national secretary then. Yusuf Ali was the national chairman. I now call the chairman, Anambra, let Mike Quento. I tried to get him, I couldn't get him. I called Honorable Linda Ibazu, who is the only highest elected person we have in AMPP then. She was in Abuja. I told her that I need to speak to Mike. I didn't want to tell him that I had Peter as a candidate because Linda and Peter are not in good terms. She told me that Mike is in Jigawa on chairman's meeting, that she's going to Jigawa early in the morning. Then network wasn't on then. Now he has to tell Mike to come out to Kanu and call me. So when Linda got to Jigawa, he told Mike drove all the way to Kanu to call me. I was in UK. I told him it's important because we have gotten a candidate to run on AMPP. He said, who is that? I said, Peter Obi. He said, I have never heard of that name. You don't have to bring a time waster. Yeah. I said, no. We started painting Peter. He has this, he has that, he has this, he has that. He now asked me, what do I want him to do? I said, I want you to come to Lagos. And Peter was there. That was the following day. After convincing him, Peter now asked me to book 3 rooms in Sheraton, Lagos. I called Sheraton, Lagos. I used my credit card, booked 3 rooms. This thing happened on the 2nd day. You know, I told you we couldn't get Mike.
Yes.
Till when he called me on the second day. Then I told him to start coming. Peter now begged me to start going that evening. When I get to my house, I told my wife I was going back to Lagos. She said, why? Look at what is happening. She wasn't happy with it, but I left. Ask Mike. Mike took a night bus from Kano to Lagos. On getting to Lagos, it was very early hours of the following day. Asked me where to stop. I said, stop in front of Sheraton. He stopped there. He was coming in dusty. So he said, what is it? I said, come in. Went, I gave him a room here, the bath. Peter came in the morning by 6 o'clock with British Airways. And we had a breakfast together. Or is it, I don't know the airline, but he came in the morning. So we had breakfast. That is when I introduced Peter to Mike, Mike to Peter. That is the first outing.
First contact.
From there, Peter was asking, what is the problem of the party? Why is he not going up? I told him his fund. He started giving the party 50,000 every month through Mike. He did it for about 3 months or 4 months. Increased it to 100,000. Peter. Then I told him, you cannot be giving the party anything without giving the chairman. Otherwise, he will be using that money to solve his problem.
Exactly.
He was giving party 100 and he was giving Mike 30. I then took Peter around. I took him to Abuja. I introduced him to George Mogalo. I took him to National Chairman Yusuf Ali. I introduced him to him. I took him to, what do you call him again? A lot of people. Bashiru Dalatu. I took him to a lot of people. I introduced him around, including, I think I took him to Buba Galadima then. Took him around. That is where Peter got his footing. So he was giving that money and he said nobody will mention his name. That if they mention his name, Obasanjo will deal with him. That he's the person going for the national ID. We agreed. I was bringing the money, they were running the party. One day he called me. Even Victor Ume. When I started this thing with Peter, going around, the first poster Peter pasted in Anambra is Anambra course or the course. I designed that poster with him in his office in Lagos. I brought it down. I paid people that
Pasted it everywhere.
After that, in one of our outings, when we went to address the Laity Council, myself, Benchuk Suwosu, and Chida Abosu, or one of his friends from Lagos, we took off from my house in GRA Onitsha, had a wash and went. On our way coming back, that is when he met Victor Ume. After that, one day Peter called me and said that he needs to talk to me. I said, what is it? He booked a hotel in Asaba. Hotel called Orchid. Booked 4 rooms. Called my Quento, myself, Victor Ume, and himself. At about 11:12, went into a meeting. He said he wants to. Look at the way he called. He said, it's like we are going to Lagos. On getting to Benin, somebody brought an aircraft. We have to leave the vehicle and join the aircraft. The most important thing is to get to Lagos. I said, I don't understand what you're talking. He said he wants to tell me that he wants to leave AMPP because a lot of people are not honest that they will come at 11th hour. You know, Peter has not gone to any primaries.
Yeah.
Since started election, has not gone for any primaries. He's afraid of primaries. You know, so I said, what do you want? He said he wants to join, go to Abga. I said, how can you do it? I was very angry. After wasting time doing everything, Peter went into the room, called my wife in UK, said that he should talk to me to cool down. And go to Abga. I said, how can you do it? I was very angry. After wasting time doing everything, Peter went into the room, called my wife in UK, said that he should talk to me to cool down. Said that the most important thing is for us to win. You know, his sweet talk. After my wife continued calling me, I didn't want to answer call because we're in a meeting. When he called me, I busy the phone because I said I'll call her when we finish. At the time, Peter was the person asking me that I should answer the call. Do I know if there's anything wrong in my place? You know, he struck me, I answered. I said, okay. I took the phone to the room. Say, Peter just called him and said that I'm so uptight. But she started talking to me. Are you the person running for governorship? Is it not Peter? Wherever he wants to go, you follow him. So when he finished, I just called the phone. I said, Peter, has he gotten to the stage of calling my wife? He didn't say anything. Anyway, we despite. I was angry, I left him. He went to Apuga. By the time he got to Apuga, Apuga has done primaries. And Okenwosu was their candidate. Ikoroka. I mentioned people who are alive.
Okay.
So he came to me and said, what do you do? He knows my closeness with Atoeze. He came to me, was begging me. When I mentioned it to Ato doesn't want to hear Peter's name.
Oh.
Peter was disturbing me. There's no way he can get the nomination. But you know, in Apuga or in all the political parties, you can substitute.
Yeah.
After a long time, I took a courage. Ato was in London, I was in London. I go to Ato's house very often. If he prays and see me in camera, he opens. So I told Peter, let's go and see Ato. I know he will be angry with me, but let's see how it goes. I went with Peter. Peter bought 6-pack political parties. You can substitute.
Yeah.
After a long time, I took a courage. Ato was in London, I was in London. I go to Ato's house very often. If he prays and see me in camera, he opens. So I told Peter, let's go and see Ato. I know he will be angry with me, but let's see how it goes. I went with Peter. Peter bought 6-pack of orange juice, 6-pack of apple juice. I went to Ato's house. I pressed the bell, tell Peter to get out of the camera. Peter get out of the camera. Ato said, oh, Ugbo Ife Orimiri. Ugbagotebe. See Peter Ngwa. We entered. Ato saw myself and Peter. He was so furious, very angry. I knelt down, asked Peter to kneel down.
Huh.
Started begging him. There's nothing I did not tell him. After about 15 minutes, he called me and said, we should sit down. What do I want? So I to give Peter nomination for Abga. So it's not possible that this man has been trying to take over my premier brewery. If he becomes the governor, he'll take over my premier. Ask Peter if you happen to interview him. Peter denied it's not, he has not got such intention. After so many talk. Arthur picked his phone and called Chekwa Sokorie because Arthur was the person that sponsored Chekwas to form that party.
Okay. I was like, he's the founder.
He's the founder. Any person joined after Arthur.
Apuga.
Yes. Every other person joined after Apuga and Chekwa Sokorie. So Chekwa said, there's nothing we can do. All this. Arthur told him, you are talking nonsense. I'm giving you instruction and you are telling me. So after a while, Arthur said, Peter should go back to, let's go to Nigeria and see Chekwas. If you see Chekwas, you know what to do. Talk to him nicely. Do it. That is how Peter got the nomination to run for Apga.
They have to substitute
They substitute Okewosu
immediately.
I'm just telling you. Ikoroka. Ask. Okewosu, I think he was the chairman of PDM. He was substituted. It's me that did it. But I found out that after building people, it's not in your start to be, for them to look after you. So I've now resorted to leave politics the way it is.
When we dey tell people say every politician from Nigeria get score for cardboard, people no dey believe. Some people believe Peter Obi is a saint. This man no get fault. This man do this, he no get this one. But this man dey tell us say when Peter Obi come, he dey pay the party, and not only they pay the party, he dey also pay the party chairman. No be corruption be that. They don't get fixed amount of money wey be say each party member dey pay, but he dey pay double, not just double, more than triple. To tell you, corruption no start today. And if you want to get into the system, you must be corrupt. This man wanna see like this. No be Daddy Joe, no be a man of God. Na politician. When that Nick voice notes call come out, yes, daddy come out. Some people fit even go swear with Amada or her, say no be Peter Obi voice be that. And they forget say Peter Obi himself. Now politician. And politicians, they are not made to be trusted. You cannot trust if you trust them, you trust them to your own to your own detriment, as in you risk yourself. Because you see these people called politicians. Now two faces they be. One they decide, one they decide. But Peter Obi, a lot of Nigeria believe in you. I just hope say you no prove them wrong. And I just hope say you no fuck up on your political journey. Because the journey is still the tough and tough. For you to high presidency, just know say many things about you will come out more. Many of your enemy, they line up, they wait. Even story wey pass this one. This man don't even talk anything. It was just plain. No issue at all. Just talk the thing how it be. But I go the comment section, I see abuse. People just they abuse this man. They give him this one, they give him that one. Come on here because Peter Obi refused to participate in corruption, because Peter Obi refused to pay this one. The man never even saw Peter Obi for anything. The only thing the man said, maybe not truth. Where I feel say they against Peter Obi, they spoil the image of Peter Obi they portray online. Now, say now him make Peter Obi governor, but Peter Obi forget about that. Now be the only thing when talk. And another thing now, if Peter Obi go this sincere in love, thank God admit wetin they talk about. Apart from this thing, I don't see the reason why people go they saw this man. Some people say the other one, get one guy, one comment where I see there, whether the guy is saying that she knife him. I say Nigeria. Now everything now you they catch cruise. A matter like this, no be waiting insult feel resolve. Obedience. Una dey wise now. Make una dey obedient. Truly obedient. Stop insulting people. Don't forget this, Mr. Man Updates. We dey do nothing here but to give you updates. I mean, like the video, subscribe and comment. Very, very important. Share the video to your lovers and well wishers so that they go understand wetin dey happen. Make a tip. We'll go to another day because time no dey.